Are you feeling stuck right now in your life? Whether it be stuck in a relationship, shitty job, shitty career, shitty friends, shitty circle around you, shitty environment. Do you feel stuck? You want to listen up to that video because I'm going to tell you exactly why you're feeling stuck right now. I'm going to tell you really simply put, very directly, why you're stuck. Listen up.
I think we all have to go into and just trust this to life.
Here are the 7 reasons why you might be feeling stuck right now. Number 1, fear. Yep, be honest with yourself here. There's something you probably fear in your life right now, whether it be fear of failure, fear of success, fear of ending up alone, fear of being found out as an imposter, fear of what other people will think, fear of the judgment of others, fear of what other people will say, fear of what will happen to your reputation, fear of losing your job, fear of having no money, fear of becoming poor, fear that you will fail at your business if you start it, fear that if you let go of that negative relationship, negative friendship in your life, that you'll no longer have any friends or any relationships, fear that your parents will disapprove of you. There's zillions of fears. The number 1 thing that's keeping you stuck probably is fear. Number 2 thing that's keeping you stuck is you're living up to other people's expectations. Very simple, but we all do it, right? Some of us do it, some of us don't do it as much. Like me, I pretty much don't try to live up to anyone's expectations at all. So see and look at your life right now. Where are you compromising? Where are you trying to live up to other people's expectations instead of living up to your own expectations of yourself? Where are you really getting stepped over by other people, by your family, by your friends, right? Whether it be, toxic friends, toxic coworkers, who knows? And the more that you live up to other people's expectations of what they want, the more you'll feel stuck. Because you won't be moving forward towards what you want in life if you're moving towards what other people want for you or want for themselves, right? If you're following someone else's goals, right, then you're not following your own passion, your own purpose. That can become so insidious to the point where you believe you've been brainwashed so much by your parents or by society that you think that other people's expectations are your own expectations. Your parents brainwashed you so much that you have to go to school that you believe that that's the only thing that you want is go to school. Your parents brainwashed you so much into believing that you want to get married and have 2.5 kids and live a middle-class life, that you believe that this is what you have to do and this is what you want. But that's not what you want. That's what you think that you want. And that's why you're feeling stuck, because you're following what you think that you want, but that's not what you want. That is what other people want. But you've been following this path of what other people want for so long in your life, maybe for your entire life, right? Coming back to number 1, the reason why you're feeling stuck is fear. Because you're so afraid to be let down. You're so afraid to be left alone. And you're so afraid to fail that you just follow other people's expectations, other people's path, in fear that this might happen to you. In order to break out of that, you have to let go of those expectations, and you have to find your own expectations and find clarity in your life. And the only way you can find clarity is to introspect. If you need help with that, then I want you at the end of this video, or whenever you want, to book a free consultation call with me. There'll be a link in the description and a link in the comment section where you can book a free consultation call where I can help you gain more clarity in your life. Number 3, the reason why you're feeling stuck is because you're not listening to your own needs, your own true needs. You're listening to other people's needs. Right? So for example, maybe it's a situation right now that someone in your family is sick and you need to take care of them. And this is just a fact of life. For that reason, you don't have as much time to take care of yourself, your own needs, your own goals, your own aspirations, right? That's okay to some extent, have situations like this, but some people, they'll literally have it's not just like a sick family member. They'll literally have their whole life that they have to take care of someone, like, or they have to take care of something that's not even aligned with what they want or who they are. They pile up a bunch of obligations. So maybe they have like a part-time job, plus they have kids, plus they have their friends that they need to meet with every week. Maybe you have school on top of that, you know, like, and you have to, you know, do the chores and whatever and all that. So you pile up a bunch of stuff and you get so busy, you get so tangled in the minutia that you have no time to listen to your true needs, to your true wants, to your true goals. What do you truly want out of life? Like, ask yourself that right now. What do you truly want out of life? What do you think would make you happy? What do you think would make you fulfilled? Ask those questions, and if you ask the big questions, you'll find the real answer there. And if everything that you're doing is not aligned with that, you're not listening to your own needs. You don't even know what your true needs are, right? Which is kind of the reason why you don't fulfill your own true needs. It's because you don't know what they are. You don't know what you want. You don't know what your passion and purpose is. Number 4, you're too fucking lazy. You're too comfortable. You're way too comfortable with your life right now. You know, human beings, in order to be happy, in order to be fulfilled, in order to feel like we're, you know, achieving something in our life, in order to have this sense of fulfillment, you know, that goes way beyond just short-term happiness. You need some sort of challenge. You need to seek out challenge. You need to seek out discomfort. And there's no fulfillment in just being lazy and passive. There needs to be some sort of, you know, as human beings, you know, we have hands, we have feet, we can run, we can walk, we can run, you know, we can build things, we can create things, we can write, we can sing, we can dance, we can invent, you know, there's so many things you can create and do. If you're always in your comfort zone, you're always being comfortable, then of course you're stuck. Like the definition of stuck, you're at where you are at right now, you're not moving. That's why you're stuck. What's the opposite of being stuck? It's, you know, not remaining where you are. So to be unstuck, there needs to be some sort of movement. Movement is the key here. If there's no movement in your life, if you're just sitting passively, then of course you're stuck. You have to get out of your rut, get off your lazy fucking ass, right? To be honest with you. Some people just need that slap in the face. You just need to hear that you're being fucking lazy right now. It's time to get up and do something. Because how many videos have you watched on, you know, how to overcome laziness and motivation, how to be motivated? How many videos have you watched in hopes that one day you'll be motivated to do those things? How many books have you read? How many audiobooks have you listened to on how to get more motivated and get stuff done in your life without doing jack shit or doing very little? If you spend more time watching videos on how to be motivated than actually doing the thing that you have to do, then I have bad news for you. You have to get off your ass. Take action now. Like, honestly, like if you could right now, like I'd ask you to turn off this video. If you know exactly what to do to get unstuck, turn off this video, stop watching, and like don't do anything else, okay? Press on X, whatever, and go do that thing. And, you know, stop watching my channel until you do take action. And I'm serious here. Number 5 reason why you're feeling stuck is your fragile little ego. You know, we all have an ego to some extent. You know, yeah, we can say ego as in like the Freudian sense, spiritual sense, but I'm talking ego as in, you know, the sort of the pride, you know, like the pride that we have, like the bad side of ego. That's what I mean. You have a fragile little ego, meaning you have sort of a pride that you're trying to maintain, certain identity of what you're good at, who you are, that you're trying to maintain. For example, you have this identity that you're a smart guy, that you're, you know, that you always get A+, you know, whatever. You're a good student. And then that, you know, you make a lot of money. And that, you know, I don't know what your identity is. And then let's say you want to start a business and you've never started a business before and you're going back to ground zero, where that entrepreneurial mind space, where that entrepreneurial environment where literally you're starting with zero. No experience, no knowledge at all. And you're gonna start and you're gonna be the dumb one. You're gonna be the noob, complete newbie, right? If you start in that area, you're afraid to look dumb because that doesn't live up to your identity of being that smart guy at school or whatever you're good at. That could be why you're feeling stuck. You want to do something, but because you hold on so much to your old identity, you cannot move, right? In order for you to be unstuck, in order to be movement, in order to change, there needs to be a shift in your identity somehow. Which is why, by the way, the philosophy of my mask and why I wear a mask is because I believe that you can be anything. Your identity can shift to whatever you want. It can always shift, can always evolve. Your identity is never static. Whatever you do, your identity will always be shifting, evolving, changing, and so forth. It's not about who you are, as Sam Ovens, marketer, would say. It's not about who you are, it's about who you're becoming. Right? Because who you are, it will always be changing. But who are you becoming, right? If you want to get unstuck, think of who you want to become, not necessarily who you are now or who you were. Think of who you want to become. Look forward instead of looking backwards. Then you might have a chance at becoming unstuck. Number 6 reason why you're feeling stuck right now is pretty straightforward, pretty practical. Your fucking health. Your health, your sleep, your diet, your exercising. How do you have this handled? I talk a lot about mindset, a lot about, ways of seeing the world, shifting your mind, shifting your consciousness on this channel. But you have the basics handled. The food you eat, the hours of sleep that you get. This is the fuel in your tank. This is the input that you put into your body in order to have the best output. Do you have your sleep and diet optimized? Do you optimize your sleep? Do you take the right supplements? Do you eat the right food? Do you drink enough water? Do you, exercise at least a few times per week, right? If you don't do those simple things, of course you're feeling stuck. You have no energy to do anything. You have no energy to start your business, and you have no energy to be really honest with yourself. If you live in your mother's basement and you're eating shitty food, of course, how the hell are you going to find the motivation, the energy to start living life to the fullest and achieve your dreams? You won't. You need the right inputs. You need the right environment. Not only do you need good food, good sleep, good hydration, all that, but also how's your environment? Are you in the right environment in order to achieve your goals? Full disclosure here, when I began Nameless, I was still living with my parents, which is, totally fine, because I didn't have the resources. And it was fine at first, but eventually it made me grow complacent because everything came easy to, everything comes easy to you when you live with your parents. And, as I talked about in the previous point in this video, when you're too comfortable, that keeps you stuck. So sometimes you have to snap your environment, find an environment that snaps you out of your comfort zone as well in order to grow yourself, to grow your business, to grow, to finally get movement in your life. You have to snap yourself. Sometimes it's moving to a new country, a new city, who knows? Look at your health, look at your diet, look at your sleep. Me personally, just to give you an overview of what I do, I'm on a ketogenic diet. I've been on this diet for at least a year and a half now, and it's completely changed my life and my energy levels. I've been doing intermittent fasting for at least 6 to 7 years now. So I've been eating 16 and 8, something like that. Now I'm starting to take a bit of nootropics and stuff like that. And I'm exercising. I've been working out for years too, at least 3 to 5 times per week for years. Yes, certain weeks on and off, but pretty much. And number 7 reason why you're feeling stuck, your relationships fucking suck. Pretty much. You have shitty relationships. Your relationships are not good. Relationship with your parents. Be honest with yourself. How's the relationship with your parents? Are you still stuck with them? Are you still living with them? Even worse, if you're in a toxic environment with your parents, that's not the right environment in order to grow yourself and to evolve yourself, of course. Relationship with your friends. How's your peer group? Are they supportive of your goals? Are they supportive of you taking massive action and changing yourself? Because if they're not, then I'm sorry to say, but you have to make new friends. There's a reason why my high school friends and my, people I hung out with before I got into personal development, why I only see them once a year now, or even less, because we just don't relate anymore. When we hang out, it's what are we going to talk about? I don't know what the hell we're going to talk about. I have a business to run. I have clients to coach. I have videos to make. I have money to make. I have, my health to take care of. I have my girlfriend who I connect with on a much deeper level. You have to prioritize your relationship to see, okay, well, are they helping me achieve what I want or no? It's pretty simple. If they're not helping you, find something else. Find a different group of friends, and that might be hard at first. I'm not saying, throw the baby out with the bathwater and like cut away all your friends and just be alone and like, start away from scratch. You can still, acknowledge your old friends, your relationships that aren't that great. And yes, your parents you probably have to, be in contact with for the rest of your life, which is fine. But spend a bit less time with them maybe, and try and finding a better peer group, a better environment, as I talked about. So that's pretty much it. I'd say from all the 7 things, go back to number 1 and ask yourself, I said at the beginning of the video, fear. What are the fears holding you back right now? You might want to write these down. Just, take a pen, piece of paper and like write it down. What fears are keeping me stuck right now? Right? Any fear, and I just write them down. And just, as I say, what I like to say, that 90% of the work is just being aware of the problem, and 10% of it is solving it. So if you just be aware of those fears, you'll see that just with that, you'll have plenty to work with. If you're struggling with feeling stuck in your life, you don't know where you want to go, you don't know who you are, you don't know who you want to become, and you don't know what your goals are, what your passion is, what your purpose is in life, or your meaning is in life, then I want you to book a free consultation call with me. There'll be a link in the description, or I'll also leave a comment below, where basically all you have to do is watch the quick video, book a time with me, and then you can speak with me on the phone or via Skype, where we can really help you gain clarity about where you are, so you'll know exactly what to do in order to move forward. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to book your free consultation call, and I'll see you next time. Peace.